Yo, what's good, people? Happy Friday to you. Hope you're all doing well. Saffron, welcome back. Good to hear you're finding lots of good sounds in the print shop. That is awesome. Heidi, hello. We learned to make sugar from the squirrels. What? This is awesome. Trying to record the old school printer. It's really hard to capture. Yeah, those things can be pretty difficult, especially in highly reflective places. If there's some downtime in the shop and you have some extra blankets and towels and stuff, you can lay them over surfaces and kind of dampen the space a bit. Greetings from soggy Maryland, says Paul. It is wet here today as well. Wet and gray. Kind of going between bright and dark. Nate is in the house. Happy Friday, Nate. How you doing, man? Any news? Oh, Saf. It must be a good place if they're blasted and dead there. That's good. Rick is here. Zaris is in the house. How you doing, man? Happy Friday to you. How is the studio build out going? I am excited for you. Heidi is saying, yes, during the hunger moon or sugar maple moon time, squirrels would chew on branches of maple trees and drink the sap. The next day, the water that froze in the sap would melt away and they had maple sugar crystals. Paul says, Dot Matrix, just found my Gemini star down. Yeah, from the old Commodore 64. Nice, dude. Heck yeah, we had one on a 64 128 dual boot. Sat right next to it. Always had the box of the tearaway sides. Braiding sweetgrass, huh? Robin Wall Kimmerer? It's good to sleep in sometimes, Paul. Congratulations on that. What's up, Javar? How you doing, man? And Thomas back. Welcome back, Fly Out Cricket. Stubbs has a sugar habit, right? Yeah, it's kind of cold here today too, Heidi. He says, nope, no email back yet. Just going to cut my losses and get set up for other opportunities. Still finishing up WY's review in case. Just have that under my belt. Probably start applying for Reddit gigs. Reddit gigs, huh? Oh, dude. Rick, yeah, that sounds great. Rick is saying the videos, the studio's coming along well, and we could do a video stream, do a live stream and check it out when it's done. 2 weeks. Nice, dude. That is awesome. Riot Games is looking for a sound designer. Yeah, dude. Yeah. You know, the universe plays this funny game. Here's what I would suggest right now, Nate. Apply today. Just go do it. You already have everything lined up from the last one that you did. Just go to apply it, or go to the website and apply. And then walk away. Close the tab. Don't look back. And one of them is going to call you. It's funny. Like, as soon as you, even if you're just kind of like, I'll just go entertain the idea of doing this other thing, the universe says, wait, what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Saf, yeah, squirrels are always going nuts, huh? But What book is this, Heidi, that you're reading right now? Javar says, my Zoom H6 arrived last night, so playing with that now. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah, Nate, it really works. Rick says he agrees, yeah. That's right, Nate. It's not ever just for one job, man. Every sound you make gets saved and put somewhere, and all of it grows over your career. And all of it is relevant. All of it, dude. Rick says, anytime I get offered to make music, even if it's a style I don't do, I always say yes, then work it out afterwards, right? You know, for me, it's like as soon as one opportunity comes along and I say, sure, why not? Then all of a sudden, like 3 or 4 people that I already work with are like, hey, we have all of this other stuff we need to do right now. Javar, I'm stoked for your new recorder, dude. I have not yet updated from my H4n. It has been solid for years. And I definitely have the itch for a new toy. Just not the absolute need, you know what I mean? Nate says, it's so crazy how much I overlook something as easy as applying for another gig or 2 or 3 right now. Yeah, which toy indeed, Zaris. Indeed. I mean, some new mics, new general field recorder. I would like to pick up a couple of recording toys. So as things continue to open up out here, I can get back out into the world and capture it all. Yeah, Javar, it's great, right? The vast difference in mics. Just got 2 TC electronics hardware reverb delay units. Nice, dude. Nice. You're getting some fun stuff lately, Rick. This place, it's gonna be freaking awesome. I can see why you're already referring to it as the spaceship. So today, we'll do our Feedback Friday thing. So if you're looking for people to say things about what you're working on, drop links in the chat or in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, don't forget to hit the Found Sounds room. I'm looking at you, Javar. With any sounds that you might collect while you're walking around in the world, we're going to start compiling those all in one place and share those sounds. And I'm very tempted to just make an ongoing series of community instruments made out of these different weird things. Maybe we can even start making little competitions. Also speaking at Discord, I noticed that a small handful of people who are active in the Discord, on the Discord, and they're subscribed here were not automatically granted access to the subscriber rewards room, and I'm not sure why. I do not know why that has occurred, but I've added you manually, and I've also noticed that there are a few subscribers that are not on the Discord. And if you would like to get the free monthly pack every month and you are a current subscriber, just shoot me a message and I will get it to you. I have no problem taking the time to do that. No reason why you shouldn't have it. So if you have been on Discord and you haven't seen your subscriber rewards room for some reason, go check it now. See if you do. And if you're not even on Discord and you're a sub, shoot me a message. Oh, the Strymon Big Sky, man. Jafar says, I'm also realizing just how much traffic there is surrounding our place. Never really noticed until I hear it with headphones. Yeah, yeah. Man, you know, there's something special about gear like that, Rick. Truly. All right, so we're also going to do a little review action today. Some more rattly and raw. We were talking about them the other day as we were having our discussion about unique sounds. So I thought we would look at the darkly cinematic apparatus, which is actually a combination of a few different tools. I think the first 4 releases of M-Rays over at Rattly and Raw. So we'll take a look at that. Dig in. I'm sure there's some pretty great sounds lurking in this thing. I have not played with it yet. Pull up his website here too. If you're not yet familiar with Rattly and Raw, we've looked at several of their products here. I still have several more to showcase. I'm trying to spread them out a little bit. Keep these things in your mind. There are some free things. And there are some paid things. This is a paid thing. It's cheap. It's, I should say, affordable. It's certainly not cheap, I'm sure. Where is this? It is normally £10. Right now it's on sale for £8. So there you go. So we'll take a look at that, and I bet there's probably a video for this too. But I'll rattle this off for you. Just turn down this volume just a smidge here. The Striker synth. Oh, you know what I didn't? That the one with like the 8 different synths in it or whatever? No, I didn't. You know what? I think I just kind of walked away from the browser that day. That was probably a Friday when that came up. Fridays are always a little rushed. Striker. Nope. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not sure if that is the right one. We'll have to look this up a different way. I'll have to dig that up, Jafar, because that was a good looking one. That was also one of the best examples of production in a demo, like just overall, like where they took those sounds, because you know those sounds weren't coming out of the speakers like that. It's an impressive demo. Whoa, Rick, you've sold all your analog synths, huh? So you're going, so all of the hardware that you're going to have is simply for processing then, huh? And your workflow has changed. I can dig it, dude. I can dig it. Haha, welcome back, brother. I did the same thing, Rick. I got rid of a few synths. I got rid of a few drum kits. when I went down to San Francisco for a couple of years and came back and decided that I didn't really miss most of it, just because of all the other toys that I have to play with in the digital world. I do miss being able to sit down behind some drums. But in our current place, we don't really have a really good spot for it, and I decided that we needed a small break from it with a small child in the house. Now that he's getting bigger, though, and he's got some good rhythm, I might have to go pick one up. Yeah, we'll find it, Javar. We'll find it. Yep, I feel the same way, Rick. Sell it. Move on. You'll come back to it if you ever want it again. Oh, selling the Jupiter. Yeah, they are money pits, right? Strix. You know, I've got a couple of friends that actually survived the pandemic by fixing synths. There it is. Emmy Smith. I'm interested to know what else they're making here. The Orchestra of Death. These guys, man. Ooh, Mass Effect. Baldur's Gate. Mm-hmm. Something tells me that I'm really going to like all of the things that I click on here. Burning pianos. Oh my goodness. In September 2012, we recorded 6 detuned pianos, then destroyed them with a crossbow, bow, axe, and fire, resulting in an incredibly cinematic sound. As a result, integration of these impulses gives a special touch to the overall sound. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, they have a video, so I guess if we're going to watch one thing from this website right now, I think I kind of want to see this. All right, so 6 detuned pianos. Oh, that's awesome. So that was like 9 years ago that they did that. That's great. That's fantastic. Oh, this one is discontinued currently, but it will return with a massive update. Well, I hope some of the original stuff is kept in there. I'm going to open up this tab here so I don't lose track of EmiSynth again. Yeah, Rick, I would love to do a review on Skyrealm. What's up, Tom? Master Spy Iggy is here. You want all the modulators in the world, but unfortunately could only have and afford so much of it, right, Seth? It's a lifelong pursuit, dude. Tom, no, dude. Did you make another one? Is it another Trinkets track? How many tracks are we up to on this album? Rick, when can we do a review of Skyrealm? Or should I just coordinate with Christoph on that? What's for breakfast, Paul? Oh, man. Been on a creative binge. Well, I love that you're on a creative binge right now, Tom. It's absolutely fantastic. No, nobody's in the queue right now, and we're just getting started here, so. Eggs, bacon, and cheese. Jafar says, I saw a Spitfire audio video where they dropped a piano from a crane, and the sound it made was basically nothing at all but a thud. Can you imagine the massive build up to something like that, and then just like the epic flop of it all when it just makes a thud? Man. Oh, man. 6 free Craigslist pianos demolished in a field. Brilliant. Ooh, Nate. Good question. Do you think it has a fire smolder knob on it? Hmm. Wouldn't that be something? How come someone in a fire suit wasn't playing the pianos while they burned it? If it was a Mike Patton music video, you know it would have happened. Or a Rage video. Rick is saying, by the way, love the vibe of the Ghost Hack Pack. Oh, thanks, dude. I will send you a copy. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, right. Tom says, I just did this track 30 minutes ago as a challenge after watching Damien's stream. Good, Nate. And you know what? Do you still have the links that I sent you a while back of great places to turn for opportunities? Because if not, I'm going to pull one up right now, and I would actually challenge you to apply to 3 today. All right. So if you go to Sound Lister, first get yourself listed, dude. Now that you have some stuff to post, get yourself listed, number 1, so you have like another destination that you can point people to. Next thing you do is click on audio jobs, and there was new stuff just posted. Kojima, Apple, Us 2, Criterion, Tencent, Systems Era, Snowprint, Team 6, Way Forward, Surprise, Messages on Hold, 344 Audio, Rev Rooms, Imprint Music, Total, 9 Story Media, Epidemic, and Firelight. There you go. And I guarantee you, not all of these have been filled from just 1 week prior. Oculus, Dolby, Blind Squirrel, Zwift, Cloud Imperium, Cyberwire, EA Vancouver, Gameloft Montreal, Unbroken Studios, Peloton, Well, maybe you don't want to do the Peloton. I don't know. Blackbird Interactive, Noise Floor, OECD, Side Audio, Archiac, Gung Ho Online, and there's some stuff, man. Piano Busters. Piano Busters, huh? Before the end of the year, I can channel that creativity into more of a career rather than mastering. Yeah, Tom, dude, if you're looking for opportunities, man, this is a great place to do it. Oh, I don't know that there's necessarily anything wrong with Peloton. It's just that they've been in the news with some struggles lately. They're the ones that have the exercise bike with the screen, and you like go on different rides and work out. Um, Saf, don't even worry about it. You know, one of the best ways to show off your chops for dialogue editing, when you don't have like true paid client work for your portfolios, what you can do is go to YouTube and download videos with just general dialogue. With it's all noisy, indoor and outdoor, and just post before and after. Like, hey, I cleaned up the audio for this. I can help you with your podcast. People will respond to all sorts of things if you put it in front of them. All they need to know is that you're capable of doing what they need. And they don't know anyone that can do those things, which is why they're looking. So all you got to do is put yourself out there, man. Eventually, it's going to get in front of the right people, and you're going to get your first clients, and then you start to figure out how it all works. If the vacancy is for CEO, look on. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would imagine that they're probably looking for people to make music that they wouldn't have to pay licensing fees for, and they're probably also looking for people that could work with like field recordings and ambience and stuff. I mean, if I had something like that, I would want a fully immersive sound experience because it would keep people on my bike. Or ask for the signing bonus up front, right? Yeah. Oh man. All right, so let me check the Discord really quick and see if I'm ignoring anyone over there. Oh, there's something new in the found sounds? Sound at 33 is the sound of trees hitting the side of the bus. Ooh, okay. It's a noisy bus. Thwack! Awesome. Yeah, don't forget to post your sounds as you're wandering around in the world. Oh, I've also posted a new question here in the public lounge. I'm about to start working on the next volume of Trinkets, and I'm wondering what kind of sounds you guys would like to hear in the next volume of Trinkets. All right, so here's Tom's latest. This one's called Darker Days. Says, I was a bit too predictable making drum and bass all the time, so I tried to be different. More trinket stuff. Here we go.
She fell in love with the fantasy. She fell in love with the money, she lost it. But she knows that I cannot be trusted, so she pushes away. Now your chick really wants me. And now we slow it down. And now we slow it down.
It's good. Again, of course. I am beginning to wonder if you make bad music ever. You know what I'm wondering at this point is, what are you going to call the album? I mean, all of this stuff is release worthy. Like, all of these things could be chased. You know what? You know what it is about your stuff that I find to be most impressive is not just your output to time spent on these things, because you produce very quickly, but the holistic nature of the creative vision. Like, your ideation is a whole snapshot. It's not just a riff. It's this complete palette. It's like you've yeah, like you said, you're in a creative binge right now. Trinkets. The two vocal chops are a bit weird. Well, they really fit the vibe, though, of the music. Yeah, you've got a knack, man, for palettes in general, but you can really fill out an idea so well in such little time. I mean, you got a minute plus here, and you spent 30 minutes on it. It's, man, yeah. I would ask, what would this same thing sound like if you had spent an entire day on it? This robin keeps landing on the roof of the garage and staring at me with a worm hanging in her mouth. And I'm starting to wonder if she's like bringing me an offering of some kind. Yeah, man, I think the show and tell vibe is awesome. And if it helps push the creativity, then even better. All right, so Emery over at Rattling Raw, I think, is a bit like me, where he doesn't mind retiring products from time to time. And this thing, the Darkly Cinematic Apparatus, is actually his first four libraries or kontakt instruments, all rolled into one big super instrument. It says, the Darkly Cinematic Apparatus is the final destination of a long journey taken by our first four libraries. A couple of years ago, we put these packs together in the first batch amalgamation, and while basic, it was a useful collection of sounds. The Darkly Cinematic Apparatus is the fully realized manifestation of this concept. It's detailed and powerful, will cut and paste between slots, per slot filter, pitch and volume envelopes, pitch and volume LFOs, a powerful auto mix function which dynamically balances different sound combinations, an arpeggiator, hundreds of presets with descriptions, context sensitive help, and more. It's perfectly suited to producing and augmenting modern, dark, and atmospheric movie scores, as well as any production that's looking for characterful, bold, and otherworldly instruments. It does require a full version of Kontakt to run. But I bet this thing is flippin' awesome. Looks like there's a GUI walkthrough and a general demo. Let's just check out the sound.
Yeah. Run and hide. We see you. We see you. You had to open up the box, didn't you? Just one look, you said. We told you not to load it up. We told you. We told you the music calls and it brings fire to their bellies. It makes them whole. So run. But you're not moving. Stop if you want. They're just toying with you until they're ready. Why did you open the box? Why did you load it up? And why did you play those notes?
Oh, you know, he really cracks me up. Emery is a pretty fantastic dude, I think. Oh, good point, Javar. Of course, yeah. So often I refer to creatures in nature in general as she's, and I don't know why I do it, but you're absolutely right. The more colorful birds are usually the males. Quote of the morning, be right back, making the cat into a towel burrito. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, so I think we should just click around in this thing. I'm sure that the GUI walkthrough is amazing, but I think we can probably figure this out. Holy heck, it's 20 minutes long. This thing is probably incredibly deep.
Phone has cabinet speaker options. 1.
Cool interface for the envelope. Yeah, let's just dig into this thing. All right, so here it is in all of its glory. And let's just ditch the browser here. Okay. So there's arpeggiation patches. And you do not have to run all 4 different ones. You can load multiple instances of the same thing into the 4 slots available, it looks like. The 4 instruments are the first incarnation. The second is the student vibraphone. The third is the marxophone. And the fourth is the... What is the fourth one here? Marxophone. Oh, listening post. Listening station. You know what we should do? We should initialize this thing. How do we initialize this thing is the question. 1. Defaults. Initialize. Boom. There we go. Okay, so let's listen to one of these at a time first, just so we know what these things sound like, and then let's just make freaking weirdness. Okay. So this is like a harp. Oh. Oh. Okay. So each one of these has a whole bunch of different types of sounds. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Okay. Wine glasses? What? Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's check out the next one. The next one is called the Marxophone. And this one does not actually have different voices. So I'll move on to the next one. This one's called the Listening Station. Okay, so the Listening Station is more of like an atmospheric, kind of droney type thing. Got it. Cool. First Incarnation is like a plucky thing. And let's see, students, vibraphone, vibes. That's nice. Cool. All right. And we've got various controls here. We've got, what is EMC? Envelope. Oh. E is for envelope. M is for modulation. Frequency, sine, rectangle, random, high pass, bandwidth, low pass, bandwidth. Volume LFO, filter, and pitch LFO. Interesting. Okay, and then what's the C? Oh, copy, paste, and close. Interesting. Okay. And each one has a separate reverb control. And it looks like there's an EQ, high, mid, low, volume control, power and solo. Okay, and then down here there's a compressor. There's this auto mix feature, which is the dynamic EQ adjustments as you're adding more voices in the instrument. Looseness, which adds delay between each of the individual voices. An arpeggiator, a randomize button. This button randomizes every control on the cinematic instrument apparatus, including pack and voice choice. Whoa. Paul, this one's for you. There's a distortion unit and a chorus unit. Okay. Yeah, we still need to do the crazy fantastical organ on stream here. Check my email, says Zaris. The celebrated fictional organ. Yes, 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 exactly. That's the one. That's the one. Email. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Rick. Let me just download it. Rick just sent me a couple of demos for the new Skyrealm. Let's see what he's been up to. Okay, so these are 2 different construction kit demos from Skyrealm, which is the latest upcoming release from Zarus. And it's going to be out on Ghost Hack. First one's called Shivering Sea. Oh, it's out now. Out now. My bad, Rick. I understand now. It's 2 weeks until the studio's complete. Skyrim's out now. All right, got it. All right, this one's called Shivering Sea. I'm digging the textures in this thing, man. Great mind stomp. Oh, these are my vocals. Well, how about that? Well, nice work with them. You made them sound not lame. Nice full-throated horn Brahms there, man. Yeah. Rick, dude, fantastic work on this one, man. There's like a ton of depth and interest, lots of texture, tons of movement, very immersive, really dramatic, fantastic palette, so much power. I love it, dude. Everything about it. All right, this one is called The Crossing of the Jade Sea, kit number 27. This one has great vocals. Really dig the vibe of this already. Doesn't even sound like me. Is this the same vocalist that did Shimmer? Ah, yes. I don't know why the Finder preview does that sometimes. Dude, Rick, this was amazing, dude. I'm so glad that you were able to get her back on this project. That was just fantastic. And yeah, you should be really anal about how melody works, man. Absolutely. Fantastic, dude. This is Skyrealm. It's out on Ghost Hack right now. I will hit up Christoph and I will get a copy of this and we will run through the thing. Do you just want to do that when we look at your studio, or you want them to be 2 different streams, Rick? Happy to do it either way. She cost you double this time around. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, of course we could do live. I'm just wondering if you want to do like the new studio tour and the sound pack all in the same go or not. Right. Back to Kontakt here. Awesome. Wow, there's a lot of presets in here. Ooh, nice velocity crossfades in this. Huh. Man. You know, I've played with so many great things that were made in Kontakt over the years, but there's something about the way that Emre builds his stuff that's really thoughtful and unique, and it's so rewarding. Like the different ways in which you can engage with it are just so nice. And he really kind of rides that edge of unsettling and beautiful, and I like that. Man. And he's even got written, like, good descriptions for each patch. This one says, Everhorn, a mournful horn-like sound with fluttering atmospheric layers that build slowly under held chords. Great down low for melodies. Like, these are thoughtful touches, you know? Turn up the chorus for more drama. Okay. So in the ARP here, there's this merge notes thing. So without it, and with it. So I think without it, it's playing the lead, which is the first instrument, and then with the merge notes, it includes all of the modules that you have active, I think. Some really cool stuff. Let's check out some of these elementals here. Ooh. Hey, hey, hey. You will send a pre-made video and then we can do the live stream. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Pre-made video of the new spaceship. That'd be dope. We'll plan on that then. So in a couple of weeks, you guys, when the new studio is done across the pond, Rick is going to let us take a quick tour of it, and then we're going to run through the new pack. Lightyear, welcome back, dude. How are you? Greetings to you as well. Happy Friday. And it's nice to have some rain today. We've been without it for a little while. Anybody else getting rain for the first time in a while? Lightyear, we had something from you last time you were in, right? And yes, we will absolutely collaborate on a pack, Rick. In fact, you know what? After this next one that I knock out, let's do that. Let's just figure out what it is. Let's just figure out what it is. What up, Nash? Yeah, you know what? They said we were going to get rain several different times over the past like week and a half, and we just haven't. We just haven't. In fact, it was supposed to be, it's like a 90% chance of rain, and it said it was going to rain for like 8 hours or something like that the other day, and it's nothing. Like not a single drop all day. In fact, it was a nicer day than the couple days prior. I have no idea how that actually still happens in 2021. I don't know enough about weather science. Sun for the first time in a while. Nice, Eric. Summer storms are here, huh? Okay, it was someone else then that came through. A couple of Amazon folks in the last week or so. Well, it's good to have you here, and happy Friday to you if I haven't said it already. Ooh. Tesseract 2. Yeah, dude. You just let me know what you want knocked out for it. And turnaround times. And I will work it in. I've been freaking crazy busy lately. So I got to like put stuff on a calendar, you know what I mean? Indremia, welcome back, brother. How are you this fine Friday? Oh, the deal for Tesseract 2 is already done. Nice. Already out of the way. So you can just... Sky's the limit. Yeah, we need to know up front, Lightyear. How are you with squirrels? Because squirrels have kind of turned into a thing here. They used to come here and call me the Bob Ross of Sound and other nice things, and now they just come for the squirrels. Cash money, brother. Cheers to you, Rick. I hear that. Knock him down, set another one up. You know what I mean? Lightyear says, OhmLab, I've been met with a lot of DMs of people sending my music for feedback in several streams. I don't really do that. So if you've seen a SoundCloud page called Lightyear that was not sent by this account, then it was someone else claiming it to be theirs. Aha! Canary Street's here. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Friday to you. Is Damien all wrapped up over there? Oh yeah, it's like almost 11:30. I bet he is. Tom is back. Made nachos. Yeah, but did you make another track while you were making those nachos? And also, can you and thank you for the follow there, Lightya. And also, thank you for the follow, Raj. I saw you slide in there with a follow while we were listening to Rick's last track. So, shout out to you. Tom, while you're eating those nachos, you got a recorder handy? I'm thinking that a nice couple of crunchy bites could potentially work their way into the next volume of Trinkets. And I think you might be the guy to make it happen. Squirrels are nice. For those of you who missed it, this morning there was new squirrel knowledge brought to our attention. Heidi is reading a cool book talking about how humans observed squirrels harvesting maple sap, and the following day after the thaw, there would be maple sugar crystals left on the trees, and voila, sugar was born. Thank you, squirrels. Favorite robot in the house. Oh, man. Why would people do that? You know, why do people do a lot of the trolly things they do online? You know, I honestly, I can't answer much of it. I can only imagine that it's an attention thing, that it's a, you know, wanting to plug into a group or a community or something. I think that a lot of people just don't really believe that they could just do that on their own. And I don't know. It's a shame. Some people got a front. If they knew what this room was all about, or the space was all about, they certainly wouldn't do it. If recording your chewing, please get Final Burp to complete the sound set. You could say so. Yes, a lot of people just send my music saying, "Oh, hey, see, I made this. Can I get some feedback?" And then the streamer will be all baffled. Yeah, internet points, right? Nash. Yeah, Paul. We have all heard of such things, right? Man, so Emery and his mad science brain has done it again. This one's super hot, though. This is very much unlike him, I find. Let me just take up our ratio here on the compressor. Maybe add a limiter and see if that fixes it. It does. Pretty dope sound. Ooh, I like his mapping on this one too. Charcoal cut. Built from detuned vibraphones, guitar amps, and uneasiness. Great for sprays of melody in tense moments. You know what this actually kind of reminds me of is one of the old kind of battle sounds for Star Trek way back in the day. Man, he really did spend some time on these presets. I'm having a hard time pulling myself away from him. But we're going to. Lurking Terror. Experimental keys. Industrial. Ooh, that tinnitus ring. It's a nice one. Laboratory. Okay. Yeah, I think with our conversation this month about like finding ways to incorporate truly unique sounds in your projects, I think this fits in with this quite well. Can we take some of that resonance out with the auto mix, you think? Maybe a higher ratio? Yeah. I wonder what exactly he's using in the auto mix. Huh. It just continues. He's got hundreds of presets in here. Shadows. Man. All right, so we're going to get out of all these presets. Let's go down and initialize this thing and see what we can get into. Defaults. Initialized. Okay, let's start with one of these things. How about the first incarnation? Monkey see, this is called the Darkly Cinematic Apparatus from Rattly and Raw. It's running inside of Kontakt. Did you just describe me? Oh, man. Ooh, Javar. Dude, I've never made the correlation, but right here, it's similar to deviant art. People will steal other people's art and post it as their own for all kinds of reasons. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, those hits are great, right, Saris? Create a story, not a musical piece. Listen to your fingers, not your ideas. The song tells a better story when you don't have any ideas in mind, but you just create the story in the moment. Man, this is exactly the same exact conversation that I've been having with the composition team lately, in that, like, getting out of this mindset that you're trying to create something that is expected. Like, you're aiming for this true intention at every turn, and it cripples the creative process and the creative sound. There's got to be a balance of intention and discovery, and listening to where you're going with something intuitively is like the key to that and part of the process. And I've been experimenting with different team workflows, and one of them is kind of based off of the idea of the first few minutes of a jam session, right? Everybody's been there. You've got buddies coming over, and you've just fired stuff up down in the basement. You've left the front door unlocked. They're going to let themselves in or whatever. And as they're coming down the stairs, you're playing this badass riff that you know is going to tickle them. And they're just rushing to get down there to get in on it, right? Before you stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. And those are the moments that you chase, right? And so anyway, the concept here is to capture those moments, just quite literally, just like managing moments. And then you simply pass them off. You pass it off on, to the next person, and wait to see what comes back. You know, kind of like when you make room for someone in your band to throw down a little solo, and you have no idea where they're going to go, but you know, you're going to follow them for a bit, and it could take things in a wild new direction. And it's just so refreshing when you can get that kind of energy with a decentralized, fully remote team, right? Working on rather large projects together. Chase that inspiration. Us composers don't want to create a story. We want the listeners to create their own story, their own experience, their own imaginary environment when listening to our song. Yeah, yeah. Don't even worry about it. Like, yeah, we have such a worldly and diverse community here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Saf is vibing with what you're saying. You know, Lightya, Saffron works here, and others in the community are aiming to work in the industry at different levels. A lot of them want to work in gaming. A lot of them want to work in film, television. Nate, are you still lurking? One of the things that we do here, Lightya, is we all subscribers get a free sound pack every month. And whatever they're inspired to create, whether it be, you know, sound or music for screen or a track or a beat or whatever, a trailer, a scene rescore, whatever it is, they come back and they submit it and get some free goodies and whatnot. And the winner every month is given the opportunity to come on the show. Kind of interested to hear your take on what kind of things you find most intriguing when having the chance to actually ask questions of someone from somewhere else in the world working with sound and music. I like asking these questions. My spelling's bad because I don't care. And you can't see your typos. Oh, love it, Paul. Oh, man. Oh, and this is a shot of your creative space here at home. Couple of toys. It's a nice setup. See all sorts of good stuff in there. Very nice. Very nice. Well, here you go. Lightya is saying, well, if any of you ever want to learn about game scoring, film scoring, hybrid, orchestral, or trailing, you can message me and I'll gladly help you with anything I know. Nice, nice, nice. Well, Lightya, people are obviously interested. Maybe we'll have to connect off stream here and have a chat about maybe getting you on the show or something. We do little artist interviews, developer interviews, that type of thing. Producer interviews. Let people ask you questions. Jafar says, I'll be posting my first score of a game trailer I got from the QTube soon. Nice. Tom recorded some nacho chomping, I think. Nice. Very nice. All right, so let's make some weird stuff here. I want to move away from this harp, though. Let's do toy xylophone, wine glasses. Ooh, that one's interesting. All right, I'm going to go with the rattle phone for this first one. All right, so we've got these, they're so hard to see. E is for envelope. Envelope active. Ah, I see. Ooh, link envelope. So this would be a universal amp control then for all 4 instruments. Man, he's always cooking up some really interesting ideas here. Okay, so this is frequency, square, rectangle, random, and then high pass and low pass and bandwidth. Okay, so let's see here. Volume LFO active. Okay, so this is depth and this is frequency. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so then there's modulation of filters and of pitch as well. Let's make pitch mod. And how does that work? Is that this one? Yes, it is. So if I do ADSR instead, is this also for pitch then? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, let's get another sound in here. This is the marxophone. Oh, interesting. So there's a trill release control. So we could take off part of that trill in the tail. Ooh, nice. And a velocity crossover point for that trill. It's got a cabinet built into it. Let's get rid of that trill. Okay, let's get a listening station patch in here. This is the kind of atmospheric droney one, I think. Ooh. Ooh. Take this one down just a little bit. Some grain control here. It's a great sound. You kidding me? All right, student vibraphone. Let's drop this an octave. Maybe just a little off axis a bit. A little more unsettling. All right, let's give this marxophone left of center and the vibraphone right of center. Dial up some looseness here. Wow, that has an immediate impact. Dude, some freaking Enter the Dragon stuff here. Not a surprise, this Cubase. Javar, you are on Cubase. Saf has Cubase time on a daily basis, I believe. Rick Zaris is in Cubase, right? Rick, you still here? If you paid attention to a specific genre of music for quite a few years, when do you think is there a turning point in style? 5 years? 10 years? Is it not that obvious to notice? In Dremia, I find that there are sea change events in genres, and it's mostly driven by the artistic side of the production, right? Like sometimes you'll hear changes across almost the entirety of a genre when a new tool emerges. Other times, people follow suit when an artist stumbles into a new kind of sound, right? And you actually see this really clearly in electronic music, right, with all of the various subgenres that emerge. But in other music, I think a large part of it is just simply new artists stepping into that genre or fusing it with another genre that they're more familiar with or that they originally come from or something. I'm not sure that it's necessarily specific to any kind of time increment or anything like that. I will say, though, however, that we do kind of see these kind of annual cyclical changes in the music scenes that are most influenced by festivals, right? You'll see people really throw down. There'll be people that drop new stuff right before big festivals to really generate a lot of hype. So you'll oftentimes see like new things emerging. Hmm. What is Andremia's question here? Oh, that's the one that I just read. Lightyear's response is certainly a hard question to answer, but I'll do my best doing so. A genre is like a tree. First, it's one single root, and the more it grows, and the more it expands into branches, those branches are also known as subgenres. And while the main genre will still be the same root of the tree, these branches might end up getting stronger than the root. But if that root ends up dying, the tree will still stand and make new branches. Yeah, you know, there's actually one of my favorite visual aids for music is this poster that gets updated. I'm not sure how often. The people that make it, I'm not sure how often they update it, but maybe like every 5 years or something. Anyway, it's the family tree of jazz, and it's so great to see. And I've seen it for other ones too, and I like those as well. But the jazz one specifically always fascinates me to no end because you get to like visually map out over time these different artists appearing on the scene, like according to the roots that of jazz that they grew out of, like whose footsteps are they following in, right? And it's just fascinating. I flippin' love it. Javar says, I did the music for my last VR game on Steam. It was pretty simple, but the fun thing was I broke it into tracks and would randomly fade in and out to get constant variation. Nice. A genre will always be there to stay. It might not just be as popular as other genres. Yep, yep, yep. So I don't have to know W-wise. I have people scaring me away from that industry when I was considering stepping in when I told a friend I want to do game composition. There's always a way to make it work if you have a lot of talent, Tom. You know, if you're making brilliant music and you don't have an interest in ever playing in a specific tool, then people will work around that if you're very talented, which you are. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think the DAW matters all that much. Tom's been using Logic for about 11 years. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, true, Javar. I mean, I like just last night I was scoring I was doing sound design for this video for this pitch, and I was jumping between Logic and Audio Design Desk. Audio Design Desk is brilliant for speedy maneuvers, and then I need to create some sounds from scratch in Logic really quick, which I'm super comfortable in. And then, yeah, just know your tools and when to use them, right? Jeremy is saying, perfect, thank you, OhmLab. I'm trying to determine when the best time is to understand a specific genre, at the beginning of it or later in its evolution. I guess a genre would be its natural evolution. So technically I'd start the inception of it, then branch out as Lightyear mentioned into its subgenres. You know, don't overcomplicate this one because there are so many nooks and crannies within every single little. I think of genres perhaps just a little bit differently than others. Go look at some fairly specific labels like shoot, what is it that Tortoise and Oval and Chicago Underground Trio and all these guys are on. It's not a very good example if I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Thrill Jockey. Yeah, so go check out Thrill Jockey as an example. In fact, let's just pull up Thrill Jockey. And this is the Tortoise page, but it can be anyone. Okay, so Thrill Jockey is a great example of how sound evolves and how it can influence genres and stuff. So Thrill Jockey, early in its age, was a collection of different artists that were rather incestuous in how they were producing, right? They all came onto this label, and the next thing you know, some of them are making an album as a side project, and then they're making another side project and spinning out more albums in a slightly different collaboration configuration. And you end up with this ever expanding world of sound, but it's specific to a community, not specific to a set or rigid genre. And so, much of my favorite music is born out of a hybrid state, right? Or a hybrid state of mind, like this desire to bring these multiple things together, right? Like when George Harrison spends a bunch of time in these other countries and then comes back and introduces these instruments to the pop world in the Brit and American scenes. And then it opens people's eyes to the fact that, well, this can be done in a bunch of different types of music. That's awesome. What a great idea. And then you see the sitar, make its way into a whole bunch of things. When the youth here in America took UK dubstep and said, hey, look what we could turn this into, all of a sudden you started seeing these crazy guttural vomity bass sounds showing up in a wide range of music, like even hip hop and pop. So it's not necessarily about the genre itself. It's more, I think, having to do with what artists come in contact with along the way in their own personal journey, right? And if they're connected to a label and the label is community driven, right? So the artists are encouraged to kind of commingle or cooperate or even collaborate, then you're going to get this melting pot effect, right? And then you have like a Thrill Jockey or a Sub Pop or a Discipline Records or World Beat or whatever. You have these very like evangelized and super dedicated lifelong fan base, right? That just it fuels this whole thing. But you see it in all genres. Mousetrap, right, attracts a certain kind of folks. Monster Cat attracts a certain kind of folks. And then as artists are added to it, they're bringing ideas and culture, and those things just seep and creep and bleed. And yeah. Apricitty. You don't want me to chew on your stuff? You kidding me? Meow. How are you? Happy Friday, by the way. Paul says, with jazz, especially fun to look at the children of masters like Blakey and Ferguson, Davis, etc. Yeah, Cat's building a band sound with young folks and sending them out to the world. Exactly. I think a lot of the more talented people end up being crossovers rather than being stuck in any one single category. Yeah, exactly. Like, I so tire of the conversation of like, oh, that artist sold out. And it's like, man, are they not allowed to explore the things that they want to explore in their lifetime? Like, come on. Can you just imagine making the same exact album for your entire life just so you don't get called a sellout? Apricitty's here to protect us. Lightning Bolt on Thrill Jockey. Yeah, Oval is on Thrill Jockey, and that's like the very beginning of Glitch, right? So yeah, you can go in here and find the very earliest Glitch stuff and from Oval, and then see where it all went over the years. Chicago Underground Trio is a great example of the collaboration and evolution of things. And when you click into, where am I looking here? Oh, C, Chicago, blah. Oh, Brokeback. Oh, they're not even listed on here right now. Why is that? That's funny. It pulls up Brokeback and stuff, and Tortoise, Chicago Underground Trio, and Quartet. They're spin-offs of Tortoise, just like a lot of these other ones. Oh, here's one. There they are. The Sea and the Cake. All of these guys are spin-offs from the same group. They're just playing with different people, and it's lovely to see. More cellos in death metal. Blood cello. Chelptopsy. Cannot remember who asked me, but if you want to DM me about stuff, you can send me a message over Discord. I just joined OhmLab's Discord. Same name as here. Oh, excellent. Thank you very much, Lightya. Apricity, you're active today. Must be a good day. Yeah, I can't imagine Andremia making stuff not granular. Samples are just fat grains. Oh, man. Ooh, it's a granular shimmer with a chorus. Ooh, I like, Tom. Very nice. It was very easy to make this sound. These are all going through a small spring. What if we send this one out to a big? Woohoo! Spicy. The power. I'm gonna go get some coffee, and I'll be right back. I'm not leaving quite yet. I'll leave you with a little tunage while I go and grab my bean juice. Don't you go anywhere. Back in 2. When in doubt, check it on the Googles, says Paul. Heidi, I am very spacey today, too. You know what? Something woke up both the cat and the kid shortly after 4 o'clock this morning. I'm exhausted. Oh, it's been a long week. All right, let's save this one. Let's see here. We're gonna put it into user maybe, and we'll call this enter the squirrel. Let's call this enter the squirrel. Can we do that? This saves your user preset to the user folder. Due to kontakt quirk, these will only show up when the instrument is reloaded. To the left of this control. Oh, right here. Okay, so we'll call this enter the squirrel. Save. Okay. And so then when the whole thing is reloaded, is that what you're saying? This saves your user presets to the user folder in the browser. Due to a kontakt quirk, these will only show up when the instrument is reloaded. Okay. Okay, but I can trust that it's there, apparently. All right. Yes, I do have a cat. Can you see? Her name is Parsley. Nico named her, so it's the best name ever. Parsley is just adorable. Let's see here. Let me find some parsley. She's super adorable. Here's a young future long hair in the making wearing his Ramones outfit and sitting next to Parsley. There you go. Now you've seen some Parsley. She's pretty cute. She likes toys. Super cute. Yeah, absolutely. Drop a link. We're going to wrap up here shortly. I've got a couple of team meetings before afternoon sessions, so I'll be signing off and probably at like 12:30. So braiding sweetgrass is the name of the book, huh? Okay, I gotta find this thing. Yeah, me too, Heidi. There's a lot going on, so I'm not sure exactly how much rust there will be, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, cats are awesome. Parsley, she's a rescue. All pets in my world are rescues. And when she first joined us, she was quite scared. Hid under the love seat and the couch and whatever else she could get under. And she is fully out of her shell by now. We just had her Gotcha Day celebration not too long ago. So she's been with us for over a year now. And I call her Pillow half the time because she's such a lover. Like, she will quite literally grab me and pull me down and make me like squeeze her and use her as a pillow and whatnot. It's adorable, cattin'. All right, so this one's from Lightya. Oh, this is already released by Amazon? Ah, shoot. Oh, damn it. This will probably go against me. Just for future reference, on Twitch, we're not allowed to play stuff that is owned by people that will come after you. So, I love the crisp clarity of this whole thing. I love it. It's very well mixed. The arrangement is spot on. It just says like, I have news. We will celebrate. I am bringing to you great things. Tom, if you're asking me if it's okay to ask for advice on DMs, absolutely. If you're asking Light, yeah, I think he said yes through Discord. Call your cats after herbs. Yeah, right. Oh, wrong link. Okay. Here's the right link. Same, right? So as far as feedback on this goes, I'm not sure if there's anything at all that I would pick out in the mix or the orchestration. I think the arrangement's great. I think the palette's awesome. I think the mixing is great. I think it's a great, very well balanced track. It's got decent dynamic range. Everything can be heard clearly. And it's got a voice that's rooted in what am I trying to say? It's a very secure piece. Not copyrighted. Sweet. Ferbelius would be a good cat's name. Holy crap. That cat better know magic. Or it better be a familiar of some kind, huh? Yeah, I thought it sounded the same. No worries. I would say that this is just, it's solid. Like, this is a solid piece. And I have no idea what the gameplay is, but just kind of judging from the image. I would think that this was for a scene when peace is being felt in the land and news worthy of celebration is coming to the people. This is what I'm feeling. Main menu. So is this the song that people are hearing when they first arrive in game? Catty McCatface. Oh, man. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great. I don't think it really needs anything. I think it's got a really good balance, you know, lows, mids, highs. Everything is super clear. Everything's very well placed. I would say it's rather meticulous, actually. Tutorial music, basically. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, Star Fox. Yeah, huh? All right, Arinity, you are next, my friend. If anybody else wants to drop a link before I ski daddle, I suggest you do it now, because the clock is ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Arinity, is this free and clear to be played? Ooh, Warring Birds. Man, birds can be so vicious sometimes. Well, that bird just emerged victorious, holding some kind of fleshy kind of thing in its mouth. We've got big birds around here, as well as little birds. All right, cool. Crows and ravens are your people, huh? I don't think we have a bird command in here. But speaking of cats, the birds here are not cat food for Parsley. No. All right, so this one is from Arinity. All right, so here we go. Up and away. The opening is nice. I like how it opens up. You might even get away with a bit more of a drastic filtration in the beginning, so that the transition is even more apparent. The kick has got a little competition down low. I think I'd roll off just a little bit more of the lowest frequencies of the kick itself, since you've got something backing with it. Sounds like there's an extra layer in there. But anyway, I think that it might be just slightly too dominant down there, because there are points at which the full body of the kick is not quite as clear as it could be, I think, the edges of it. Around 50 seconds, the guitar, mid-sweep, could have some highs peekabooing outside of the cut, right? So like if you had, let's just say you've got your filter or your frequencies rolled off like this, you could come back in there with just a clever little one of these, just to create a tiny little pocket where some of those upper harmonics are able to still bleed through a little bit. You can kind of play between cut and shelf too, to kind of arrive at these really nice natural curves that still allow a little bit of upper harmonic content to peekaboo through, and you still get the filtered effect. And then that way you don't feel like the entirety of the life force has just disappeared, right? It's just frequencies that have been attenuated, or at least that's how it's kind of perceived. Um, 136. I think that drum fill could be accented. The one towards the end of the track, I feel, stood on top of the mix a little bit better than this first one. It might just be a difference in what else is present in the mix at this point, but I feel like this one quick drum fill should be accented just a bit. And if they are at the same volume already, then you may just want to accent it with like target it with a simple overdrive. Super basic. Don't have to add back any drive. Just accent it. 1500 to 25, maybe 3K, somewhere in there. You're probably going to find the sweet spot. It'll pop. It will pop when you get there. You will know it. At 150, the backing guitar should come up just a little bit, I think. I like the movement on it. Definitely grabs the ear. Or instead of it coming up in dBs, it could just be a matter of maybe a filter modulation, disclosing a bit more of the high frequencies here and there. It would kind of translate as the same. Around 240, your background vocal mix, I think it needs a bit greater separation from the main vocals. And if this is just simply a byproduct of processing from the main vocal track, then I would spread that out in the stereo field just a bit more on that parallel channel. Just to move it away from center, because they're overlapping in a way that is not allowing the chaser to be heard. And at 3 minutes, I noticed that the keys that are way off onto the sides, I think it sounds like you've got like a tremolo auto pan thing going on. And if you were to take that down in rate, you could even keep maybe the same step, but switch it to a dotted, right? So if it's like a quarter, maybe it's a quarter dotted. It's just a bit much, and it's locked in rhythm. So I don't feel like you're getting quite the full effect that you could be getting from it. And that, my friend, is that. Hopefully that all made sense and resonates with you. Lightya, you've got another one in here. Arinity says, stream seems to be compressing the track. Always does, right? Arinity, yeah, separate sub. Yeah, I can hear it. And I think that it's just slightly in conflict with the kick. And I'm not sure how exactly it's being managed, but you can also, if that sub is just there for support, just make sure that there isn't processing on it that doesn't need to be there, right? Anything that could be potentially widening it. And you can roll off any upper frequencies if there are any, if it's not like a pure sine. Conversely, conversely, you can excite that sub just a little bit, right? And you can make a harder cut down low, and it'll make the sub pop in a slightly different way. And if there's less of the lowest frequencies in play in that, then it'll be a bit more supportive and punchy for that kick, if that's what its true like utility nature is, its true intent, your intention for it, if that's what it is. Sorry, I'm very tired today. The words are not coming easily. Orange personality singing blue lyrics. Also use trinkets. Oh, Tom. Trinkets, or I was thinking some Latin perks. Well, I think the little drum fills that are in there are really nice. And they really stand out when they happen. So I'm not, and this is coming from a drummer and percussionist, I'm not sure that I would actually add more perks. They really, really stand out when they happen. I don't know. Arinity Music says keys should be static pan, but yeah, they're to the side quite a bit. That plucky thing is auto panned though. Oh, well then there might be a little bit of competition in the placement then, if that is the case. So if the keys were actually rock steady on one side, then it's probably a stereo position thing, and it's confusing the ears is all. And the mind will do that. The mind will move a sound if it feels like it's mapped. So in other words, if this sound starts on the same side as those keys and in approximately the same exact position as those keys, and the bulk of the focus frequencies are in that same space, then the mind will actually move that sound with the other sound sometimes. So you just kind of have to be aware. It's a psychoacoustic trickery thing. Us humans, we're fragile, Don't make me laugh. Pronouncing conversely takes me back to grad school. Add a fart at the start as your music signature. Oh my goodness, it is a Friday. Everyone's a little punch drunk today, I think. All right, we're going to click on this one from Lightya, and then we'll be wrapping things up. I wonder if cardio is still streaming. This is the exact same image that the person that came through the other day. This might even be the same exact link. Just so you're aware of this, Lightya, this was shared with us, I think that same day that it was posted even, or maybe one day difference. So it would have been Friday last week if you want to go and look at the video on demand. The boss battle one. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna play this here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this one came through, I believe it was last Friday. Do I have the user in question? No, when I saw your name, I thought that you were the same person. So I would go back and look at the VOD from Friday and see. That's what I would do. Viera Music, thank you so much for the follow. We are just wrapping up here, so I will click on this. Oh, well, here, Lightya, I'm not sure if you're actually going to take the time to go look at the VOD or not. So I'll tell you what I told them, and that is that this thing had a vibe that was somewhere in the middle of calm Game of Thrones composition in a like a Middle Earth setting. Like this was a very well produced and thought out. It's a very familiar feeling. I believe that that is exactly what I said. It feels like home, and it feels like the type of thing that anyone in the area could sing along with. You know, like it's a traditional like festival song or something. He reported someone posing his tracks on SoundCloud as him. Right. Squirrel! All right, so, yeah, sorry that's happening to you, Lightyear, but I would definitely check the VOD and see, because when I saw your name come through, I was like, man, I know that this guy was here last week. So it must be a very, very similar name as well. Attacks the squirrel. Thank you, Aprikitty, for watching R6. All right, so this one is from Vaira. And this will be the last one for today. Here we go. Are we waiting? Is this free to clear, or ugh, is this free and clear to play? I normally do not play things that are not work in progress or unsigned at this point, just because of everything that's happening on Twitch right now. So, Vaira, we good? Or am I going to get a DMCA or a strike from this? Don't underestimate Stubbs, indeed. Vaira, are you still here? It appears that Vaira is not still here. Oh, yes, you are. Okay. Is this a release track? Is this signed to a label? Because a lot of stuff's going down on Twitch right now. We are not allowed to play copyrighted music or anything that will result in a DMCA takedown. So what is the status of this song here? Nice to meet you too as well. Absolutely. And thank you for bringing music with you too. I just want to make sure that it's okay to play. Excellent. From Brazil, huh? We have a few other folks in the community from Brazil. Yeah, Lightya, I will absolutely send you a message over Discord. Tom says, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me tell you about trinkets and why it needs to be in your music. All right, let's see what's going on with this track here.
In all our younger years, living up to the rules. Lately I've been thinking different, dear. Then you say, what's the use? Whoa, what should we do with this hopeless world? And I know we'll never fix it with empty words. are. You got my heart running with the times we're living in. Dystopia. My blood keeps rushing with the fire of flames within.
All right. A couple things. It's a great track. It's a brilliant track. It's a fantastic sound palette that you're working with. You ending this song at 3.5 minutes when it's cooking that hard is going to piss some people off. It's definitely going to make them want more. This type of track is usually running a bit longer. When it's hitting that kind of creative flow, people would find a way to keep that going. So ending it where you have is fantastic because you're going to get a lot more plays. The middle of this is a bit busy, especially when the vocals are popping, but the overall mix is really solid. I would check your reverb EQ. Always put the EQ after the reverb, right? But specifically on your vocals, you might also want to take a look at ducking the reverb channel with the vocals themselves. Are you already doing this? Basically how this works is you've got your sound on your main channel. You bust the signal out for your reverb, right? So the reverb is parallel. And then after the reverb on your channel, you've got an EQ, right? And so you're taking out the frequencies that are unnecessary. So on something like this, maybe it's like you're chopping out from like 500 and down or 600 and down, and then maybe capping it around like 10K, somewhere in there. But then after that, you would put a compressor on there, and then you'd set the input of that thing to a sidechain signal, and then you would use the vocal channel itself as the input for that sidechain. So basically what happens now at this point is when vocal signal is detected, it attenuates the reverb signal, the output of the reverb, as drastically as you want. So it's using the same kind of concept as attenuating the bass when your kick hits, so you can hear your kick a little bit more clearly, but it's working with the vocals. So your vocal is actually moving the reverb out of the way while new syllables are being articulated, and then as soon as the vocal is released, the reverb is present, right? And if you set it up fluidly enough, you can get a really, really nice, clean recording. Yo, Ricky, what's up, dude? Happy Friday. Hey, Ricky, are you on Discord? I was going through a subscriber list earlier and noticed that I did not see you in the subscriber rewards room. Your choice at 2 minutes 30 seconds is brilliant. I love that you gave stuff enough time and space to actually be heard and to come to a full resolve. It's just, talk about a lean-in moment. And right before you end the song, too. I mean, I feel like you've really upped the ante right as this thing is ending. So I'll say this, at 3 minutes, when everything is really kind of reaching its peak, you could push the panning modulation out even further to the sides as it evolves. So it's starting kind of tight, and then it's just going, song ends. In regards to how to fix the middle is busy thing, you definitely don't want to suck the life force out of any of your sounds by over EQing or compressing things. What you could do is play a little bit with your stereo mixing, right? So you could move some stuff out of the middle when the vocals come in and then back in. It sounds like things are already fairly well volume mixed and balanced across the board, so it's going to be tough to go in there and try to make space simply for the point of clarity and separation just through a volume mix. So if you were going to, if you wanted to get a bit more surgical about it, instead of moving things around in the stereo field, what you could do is reach for a dynamic EQ and multiband compression instead of just a static EQ and standard compression. And what that would allow you to do is be a bit more flexible in attenuation and accenting. And give you a bit more surgical control. But the busyness in the middle, I think it's mostly being felt around the mid-range frequencies. And it's mostly being felt when the vocals are there. So I think if you just solo the vocals and take a look at a spectrum analysis and say, this right here is where the bulk of the activity is with the vocals, that is exactly where you need to make more space with your other sounds. Join the Ohm side. Yeah, Ricky, if you're in there, then great. I just want to make sure you're getting your sound packs and stuff if you want them, dude. Yellow Brum, we are actually done. I'm wrapping up the stream for today, but you are welcome to come back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single week and drop something in the chat here, and we will listen to it and give you honest feedback. Brutally honest. Vira Music is saying, I like to work with the breaking of expectations. Yes, I appreciate that. Curious, but how does everyone get them diamonds? Tom, you're about to get yours, dude. You're actually on my list this week of people to give VIP status to. So the next time you walk into a stream here, you're going to have one of those fancy diamonds, my friend. You are welcome, Vira. I'm glad that the feedback resonated with you, and I hope that it helps you take it to the next level, too. Yellow Brum, what do I listen to most? Man, that's an unfair question. It is quite literally across the board, my friend. I don't just do this, and I don't just make sounds and music, but I also oversee a lot of production and composition, and so it's quite literally everything. It's quite literally everything in the broadcast spectrum. In my free time, it depends. If I'm actually actively doing something that requires great concentration, then it's fairly ambient. Otherwise, it's almost entirely mood driven. Blues, jazz, electronic, rock, all of it, man. Funk. Absolutely metal. Well, I grew up playing metal, so I've still got a soft spot in my heart for it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Zamertz. Welcome, dude. Hi and bye. I'm about to sign off. I'm going to see if maybe Liv is still streaming, because I saw Cardio go live while we were doing our thing here. I don't know if she's still going, but... Saf says, this community is a nice, lovely place. Yeah, it is, Saf. Tom is asking, actually, Chris, if it's all right with you, could you share your background more on Monday? Yeah. And Zamerits, no, I don't have free time right now just because I am, I got to go into a team meeting here in a couple minutes and then I've got sessions for the remainder of the day. What am I looking up here? This is, shoot, what's the, progressions. I mean, you can find other interviews and stuff with me out there, but I'll put this link in the chat. This is, oh, actually, I want to go to, hold on a second. Let me find the actual link here. I've had a few interviews in the last few months, but this one is a good one. Many of you in the circles of here and Damien and whatnot already are familiar with Travis Ference and his podcast because it's utterly fantastic. But here, I'll toss a link in the chat. This is a nice, what is this, hour-long conversation about me. So you can check that. Yeah. Evie, thank you for joining us. But yeah, we're cutting out. I got to bounce. And yeah, Yellow Brom, absolutely. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. You bring by something, you drop it in the chat here. You can also drop stuff in the Discord. There's both public and private feedback available. You drop into the Discord, other people can chime in too. Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, so there you go, Tom. You can check out the podcast interview there. Oh, good. Liv is still streaming. Well, let's go raid her then. Nobody move. Let me just pull up my browser and we'll go make a raid happen. Say peekaboo. And while you're there, please give Cardio Party a follow. They are fantastic. They're going to blow up. Oh, and nobody's over there. This is great. As per usual, everyone, thank you so much for being here. You guys are lovely, wonderful people, and I appreciate you spending your time with me. I know you could be doing other things. Don't forget to grab your free sounds on the Discord if you're a sub. And I'll see you Monday. Peace out. Stay inspired. Bye.
Up, everybody. Chris, how did the stream go? Happy Friday indeed. Sounds good, man. I'll take good care of them. I think I can manage that. What's up, Paul? What's up, Purple Rose?